butt, my phone, my butt and my phone. Yeah. What's up, boss, and welcome to the first annual, sort of, Wednesdays with Boff. It's too hot in here. Ow! So it's Boff, as you know. When I was a teeny tot and a freshman in college, I decided it would be a good idea to post videos every Wednesday and call them Wednesdays with Jade and basically relive everything I did that week and think that people would be interested in hearing it. I don't know if they were or not, but it was a series that I took part in and that I thought was a good idea for some reason. And I did it before I had even gained any sort of following whatsoever, so I kind of stopped after like 5 weeks of doing it. Here I am now, bringing the series back, but calling it Wednesdays with Boff instead of Wednesdays with Jade because you guys know me as Boff, and I prefer that you know me as Boff though. So, you're so noisy. Basically what this series is gonna be is that every Wednesday I'm gonna make a little video starring me, Boff. I'm gonna talk about things that you guys wanna hear about. Maybe advice columns, maybe just general things you wanna know about me and Jazzy. Whatever you guys want me to do. Without further ado, let's get started. So I posted something in the community tab on YouTube, which I'm obsessed with. I'm sorry if you get lots of those little message thingies, but I posted something for you guys, and it was basically a question asking, what would you guys like me to talk about in the first Wednesdays with Boff? The renewed Wednesdays with Boff. Majority of you commented Boff and Jazzy. You wanted to know when we met. You wanted to know what our first date was. You wanted to know where, when, why, how, when, what. I thought about not doing this because I know that Jazzy does want to do a separate video where we kind of talk about that, but I'm gonna just give this is just gonna be like a rundown, and then I think later on we will do another video that's gonna be a more in-depth video about how we met and what was said and all the juicy details. Where do we begin? So when I graduated high school in 2016, I took to the cosplaying world. I had been inspired by things I'd seen on Tumblr, so I started collecting things. I bought my Sherlock wig, I bought my Sherlock coat, I bought some crappy button downs. Actually, I think I stole it from my dad. I used some regular black skinny jeans because I didn't have any man slacks, and I went to Goodwill and got some fancy man dress shoes. So they were shiny and everything, and I was like living it up. I was like,
ooh, I'm gonna be a cosplayer, I'm gonna cosplay Sherlock, this is gonna be great.
I started my page. Everything was going good. I got up to quite a few followers. People started following me. They liked my Sherlock cosplay. I think I had about 300 followers before I started actually doing different cosplays. I was doing Sherlock for as long as I can remember, and I did not budge from Sherlock. I believe my second cosplay was Rose Tyler from Doctor Who, and from there I just kept trying new things. I did Femme Sherlock, I did Irene, I did Moriarty. As you can tell, I stayed within the Sherlock universe for the majority of my beginning cosplay stage. I don't know why I'm going into all this. It leads up to a point, I swear. So from that point on, cosplay was a fun way to let go. It was a fun way to just be someone else for a little while. It was fun to dress up and act, and I've always wanted to be an actress, so that kind of went hand in hand. It wasn't until I reached about 500 or 700 followers on Instagram that Jazzy came along. I started getting all these comments on pictures I posted and videos I posted, and they were just the sweetest comments. They were just comments like that were inspiring me to do more. They were things like, oh my gosh, you're so talented, and oh my god, I love your cosplay so much, and you really are just amazing, and you're so beautiful, and like all these beautiful comments, and they were so enthusiastic. They were in all caps, and like she was yelling at me. It was adorable. And if I didn't get any comments on my pictures, I felt really down, and I felt like people didn't like what I posted. I generally just got down if no one gave me any feedback. So because I was kind of desperate at that time and I didn't want to lose anyone, if they were really, really supportive of me, I'd write them a DM just saying, thank you so much for your support. I'm really appreciated. I hope that you stick around. I hope that you enjoy what I do, and I just generally was thanking them for commenting on my stuff. So after I had seen that, oh, this person is like really supportive of me, she's commenting all this stuff, and like, wow, someone is taking the time out of their day to comment all these beautiful things on my posts, I have to do something about it. So I sent her a DM and I said, hey, thank you so much for your support. You're so sweet. You're so kind. I can't believe that you comment on all my stuff, and I read every single one of your comments, and I just want to say thank you so much. So that was basically what I wrote to her. So at the time, being in college was getting kind of tough. I was a freshman. I could only go home on weekends, and even then I had to drive 3 hours to get home. I didn't get to see my pets as much as I wanted to. I didn't get to see my dog as much as I wanted to. My parents, my family. I felt like I was very, very pushed aside from the life that I had known. I jumped into college as soon as my high school ended. I got a scholarship and I started going to my college, and I didn't really get any time to breathe in between. It was very tough. I was struggling a lot. Every night I was eating fast food. I was just driving out to McDonald's and sitting in the parking lot and eating. I was living off takeout and fast food, okay? And I didn't even eat it in my dorm because I had to share a dorm, and that's another day, another story. But I had to share a dorm with someone, and I just didn't like being there. It felt like a prison. So when I sent her a message, I had just stopped at McDonald's and I had grabbed some fast food, and I was sitting in the McDonald's parking lot eating my chicken McNuggets and french fries. So don't judge me, guys, okay? So I was just stuffing my face and watching Good Mythical Morning, and all of a sudden I get the response back. It's from her, and it's a video message, and basically she was actually fangirling that I had texted her back. That was new for me because I had like 600 followers at the time, I believe. I think it was like 600 or 700, and I had no clue why anyone would fangirl over me. Like, it blew my mind. It still does blow my mind, but the fact that she had sent me that, and it was a video of her. At this point in time, guys, okay, let me just get into this real quick. I had no idea what my sexuality was. I was very, very straight up until that point. After I broke up with my boyfriend, I started cosplaying, and when I started cosplaying, I was kind of shown this new world. It was good for me because I was meeting all these people who had all these different preferences and all this stuff. It really like made me realize that there's so much more. At the beginning, when I first started, a couple of girls flirted with me, and it was a new feeling, and I was shocked that it wasn't weird. And the funny thing is, to me, is when Jazzy sent me that video of herself, my first thought was, oh, she's cute. That didn't even like faze me. Like, I was like, did I literally, like, what? Like, I look back now and I'm like, wow, I literally did not even hesitate. I just immediately was like, wow, she's cute. I need to talk to her. And I did. And we started flirting. Very much. I basically wrote back and I said, oh my gosh, you're so adorable. I think I said something like, I can't believe someone as pretty as you would... I don't know. I said something probably really cringy, but yeah. I sent her a video of myself. I remember this explicitly. I sent her a video of myself eating a fry, and it was probably the cringiest thing. Mind you, I was young. So it was a very strange video of me eating a french fry, and she was writing me all these sweet things and like saying all these nice things to me, and from there it was very, you are so noisy eating that bone, I swear to God. I'm not gonna say it was like rocky waters, but it kind of was because neither of us really wanted a long distance relationship. So from there on, it was flirtation. She ended up becoming the first person I went to with everything. You're so noisy! I remember there was a point in time where we kind of decided like maybe we shouldn't jump into anything because we're long distance and maybe it won't work. And I know there were so many instances where I said, let's not be girlfriends yet, because I was terrified. I was so self-conscious with the way I look and who I am as a person that I was terrified that when she meets me in real life, she would be so disappointed with who I am versus who I am on Instagram that she wouldn't want to date me. So I was trying for the longest time to tell her, let's just stay friends until we meet in person. Let's just stay friends until we meet in person. Because I was terrified of getting my hopes up. I was terrified of telling her, let's be girlfriends and let's start dating, and then having to go through a breakup because she doesn't like who I am as a person. That sounds so horrible. Oh my God, I don't even think Jazzy knows that, but yeah. But as it went on, we ended up video chatting for the first time, and it was incredible. And she was so sweet, and I remember just like instantly I was like, oh my god, I can't believe like someone like this is interested in me. From that point on, things got a lot more flirty. We were very much kind of saying that we were together, and it got to the point that Jazzy ended up just asking me flat out, do you want to be my girlfriend? Can we go out? And I just said yeah. So we started dating. Mind you, dating like online. I mean, we hadn't met in person yet. We were like serious. We really liked each other. We were completely in love with each other. And I think she was the first person to say that she loved me. And she got me through my freshman year of college, honestly. And I remember Skyping her on my bed with my headphones, and I remember I couldn't say anything because my roommate was sleeping. I just would message her through Skype and we could still see each other, and she could talk but I couldn't, and it was like, oh my god, so many memories. Then basically I had to tell my mom. My mom had no idea. I didn't tell anyone. And my brother's girlfriend had seen her comments and what she was writing on my posts and what I posted on my story on Instagram, kind of relating to her. And she ended up telling my brother, and my brother ended up telling my mom. And my mom called me and asked, you know, what's going on? What's going on between you and this person? And why haven't you told me? And all this stuff. And I told her, I was like, you know, I didn't know how you feel about it, and I think I cried. I don't know. I was waiting to make it a really serious thing until we could meet up. I told my mom that I wanted to meet her, and my mom helped me plan a trip to go see her in the summertime. I went to go see her. I stayed for 5 days, which now seems crazy. The second I met her, it was like it wasn't even weird. It wasn't awkward. It wasn't crazy. The first thing I said to her was, "You're so tall," and then I hugged her.
Open your thing. Open the thing. Okay. What? That's a perfect. Oh my god. You're so tall. So weird.
From there, we went back to the hotel that I was staying at in Portland. The whole way we just held hands, and then we got back to the hotel room. I bought us, I think, 2 Gatorades in the downstairs like lobby area. And then some chips, and we went up to the room and we literally just sat and like hung out and talked. And then when we went to bed, she like cuddled up with me and literally just held me, and it was like the best feeling in the world, because it was like, oh my god, finally. We didn't even kiss until I think it was the second day that I was there. We got into John Locke cosplay and we kissed in John Locke cosplay. That was when we had our first kiss. No, we kissed that morning. We kissed that morning. We had our first kiss that morning when we woke up, and we were just kind of cuddling and talking, and she asked me if she could kiss me, and I said yes. I remember leaving, and it was like the hardest thing. I was sobbing, and I got home to my mom. My mom picked me up from the airport, and I just sobbed in the car to her, and I was like, that was like the hardest thing. And I started telling her about how much I love her and like what we did and how well we got along and like everything. And my mom was just completely like happy for me. She was so happy for me. She was telling me about her own relationship, because my mom has been married twice, and her first husband was killed in a car accident, and they were long distance before they finally could live together. She was so in love with him, and they had to write letters back and forth, and they couldn't see each other all the time, and that was like the first trip. So to answer these questions, just to make sure I've covered everything, when did you and Jazzy start dating? We started dating 2 years ago now. We have proclaimed our start date as October 18th, so that is our anniversary, so you guys know. Did you ask Jazzy out, or did Jazzy ask you? It was mostly Jazzy. I was too scared. Why are you two the most amazing people ever? Aww, you guys are so sweet. I love you guys so much. Where did you and Jazzy go on your first date? So if you wanted to call it a proper date, like, because when I was there the first time, we literally had Domino's in the hotel room and room service, because we didn't want to go anywhere, because we just wanted to cuddle. Couldn't happen like it could for other relationships because we're long distance, so it was like the whole week was a date, really. Not a question, but you and Jazzy are real cute. Thank you. Who said I love you first? Jazzy. Random info about your dog, Sherlock. They want to hear about you. That's gonna be on the next Wednesdays with Buff. Oh, you licked my eyeball. How are you and Jazzy and your family been recently? Oh, you're so sweet. What kind of job do you have? Since that's a short one, I work at Disney. I work in merchandise at Disney. So if you guys are ever at Disney, come see me. Story times, that's awesome. I love to hear your stories. Oh, do you agree that Miss Hudson is a queen? Yes, my queen. I should be seeing Jazzy in January. That is the goal right now. And my best friend is coming in December, beginning of December, because we're going to Holiday Matsuri, which is the convention here in Orlando. Yeah, so that about sums it up. Thank you guys for watching this Wednesdays with Boff. I want to leave you guys with a song request and fan art of the day. So fan art of the day is thank you so much for that. I absolutely fell in love. As you guys know, it was the anniversary of my dog's death on Sunday. So to get this drawing today really made my week and you made me smile. So thank you so much. And so I'm gonna recommend you guys a song for the day. And it's gonna be Alec Benjamin. Listen to Let Me Down Slowly because it's amazing. Can you not? Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you comment below and give me some love. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye guys. Boff out.
Are you excited? Are you nervous? What would you like to say? Your final thoughts before you see Jade.
Okay. That's my final thought. Okay, wait, I gotta take a video.
No, your real final thoughts. Say words.
I'm panicking, but in a good way.
Okay.
I was just gonna take a quick video of that because I'm very scared.
Wait, you ready? Is the freaking flash on?
Yes.
Okay. Is it off now?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I was like, I'm being blinded.
Okay, wait, you gotta get back into the aesthetic shot. No, back into the camera. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, well, it's okay. It will have to do for what if?
You move all of
Wait, no, move them closer because we're gonna move more.
You are making a mockery out of this.
Thank you. All right, now you're gonna stand right there.
What? This is so in the middle.
No, Emily, you gotta get into the shot.
Why don't you go back a little more?
Okay, then you gotta move so I can still see. No, okay. Okay, perfect.
Is that good? What? I said, is my butt look good? How many times have I said that? Having many predictions. I saw one girl with a white sheet and I was like, run.
Please proceed to A1K.
Open your thing. Open the thing.